All right, everyone, welcome back to Growing with the Rileys. I am Trevin, and tonight we are in our watermelon tunnel. But roughly this whole area is about 16 feet long, maybe a little over, give or take, and about 4.5 feet to 5 feet wide. So just for simple math, 16 by 4, roughly 64 square feet. And if anyone's ever tried to grow one watermelon, a large watermelon on the ground, you know that it could very well come close to taking up that whole entire square footage. Not quite, but close. We're growing over 32 plants and 8 varieties of watermelon. So tonight what we want to do is we've been getting questions on the watermelon tunnel. And so first question we've been getting is, how does the watermelon plant grow up the trellis? So there's kind of a couple ways. If you look here, typically what will happen when you plant them, they have these little tendrils or curlicues, and they will climb up almost like a mountain. These things will grab on and not let go. But you will get some stragglers like this that are hanging off. So what we like to do is we help them out. We take them here and we weave them in and out of the fence. And typically what will happen is they'll grab on, curlicue will end up grabbing on, or a tendril, and it'll take off. So not super worried about it, and it's not very difficult. Pretty easy to do this. All right, and the next question, the big question that is on a lot of people's minds, what do we do with the hanging melons? Aren't they gonna fall? So there's a couple things that you can do. One, don't do anything. We are growing a smaller variety. This one is called a Beni Kodima. I got it from Baker Creek Heirloom Seed. It's really only gonna get about this big. I wanna say anywhere between no more than the 3-pound-ish range varieties. You should be fine leaving them hanging. You shouldn't have a problem. So another thing you can do, there are plenty of items out there on the internet. There's basically melon hammocks that you can search for, and you can buy them in a pack, put the melon in it, hang it, and it's good. They're fairly inexpensive, I believe. Or you can do what I do and not buy anything and just go through old shirts, cut them up, and you have yourself a watermelon hammock without having to buy anything. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Right here, I've got a watermelon that is ready to get hammocked. Is that a word? I don't know. And what I like to do, so it's coming down from this support on the fence, on the cattle panel. I typically like to go one more up, because if I get a little, I've found in the past, if sometimes I go a little low, this will end up stretching and possibly falling off. So if I go a little higher, it will actually sit better and support the melon. So all I'm doing is taking the shirt, and I give a little knot. I may have cut these shirts a little too small, but they're shirts. They're only going to be used for this. Kind of do a little double knot action. Just like that. It's going to hang just like this. Spread out the shirt. And take the melon, lift it up. Gently, just like that, and it'll continue to grow. This will continue to stretch if it needs to, and that's how we do it. Nugget here I want to share with you. How do you know if you're going to get a watermelon? Maybe a goofy question, but I'll show you what I mean. Here, try and find it. So as the watermelon grows, here's one. You're going to see a lot of these will come out and you're like, oh great, I got a watermelon. But then you're also gonna see some growth like this. It's just a flower with no melon. This is a female flower that's attached to the melon, and this is a male flower with no fruit. What has to happen is this pollen has to pollinate this flower in order for it to become a melon. If that does not happen, there's one right over here. This is what happens. It will dry up, fall off. You won't get a watermelon. Okay, last thing I want to mention, I want to show you kind of the different watermelon we have. We have small varieties, we have medium varieties, and we have large varieties. So I'm going to take you quickly through the tunnel because I am getting eaten by mosquitoes. This here is a Charleston gray watermelon. It's kind of a classic one. This will get a little bit, it'll get longer and oblong. Last year was our first year ever having it. It's pretty good. And it just reminds you of an old-fashioned summer. The one that I hung up is called a Crimson Sweet. It's about a medium size. It's not gonna get much bigger than about that big. Very good and sweet as well, which, let's be honest, most of these are sweet. Otherwise, I wouldn't be growing them if they weren't sweet. Just, there's small distinct flavors. You wouldn't really think about it. If we just go to the store and grab a watermelon, it almost tastes the same. When you grow your own, there's slight taste distinctions that you just can't get from a store-bought, because when they'll pick it early because they have to ship it all the way across different states, where you can ripen it on the vine at your house, and it is perfect. I don't know how else to explain it. It is just perfect. This variety is a little Icebox variety. It won't get much bigger than this as well. I don't think, there's another one here on the outside. This is gonna have a red flesh inside. There's another seed that came from this as well. It's gonna be yellow inside. I don't know if any of those are coming up. They should be a lighter outside, similar to these, but that is not what they are. This is from Baker Creek heirloom seeds as well. This is an Orangeglo, inside orange, an orange fleshed watermelon. Very, very good. Those are actually, if you go to the Baker Creek website, I believe, this is one of everyone's favorite. This is a top rated watermelon. Try it out. Over here on this side, this is a royal golden watermelon. Right now it's green, but it's starting to turn yellow. So this will be all yellow on the outside. The leaves are actually turning yellow. They're not dying. This is part of the plant. The plant will have yellow leaves. It's fine. But the watermelon itself on the outside will be yellow. Inside, again, I'm telling you, everything is sweet. There is a distinct flavor with that one. Very, very good. And this one right here, this is like our tradition watermelon. We have to grow it. This is a Jubilee. This is the first watermelon we'd ever grown in our backyard. It took up a huge part of our backyard. I have the story of it well. This was massive. And my youngest son, we had one on his birthday one year. And so he thinks every year he has to have a Jubilee watermelon. And somehow, it's like he has one ready to pick on his birthday. It's weird, but kind of fun how that works. These ones right over here are the Beni Kodima, also Baker Creek. This is the one I told you will not get much bigger than this. This would be like a good breakfast watermelon. Come out here, pick it when it's ripe, and you just cut it in half and have a watermelon for breakfast. Perfect. The ones that I want to work so bad, and actually we've gotten good watermelon from this in years past. Last year not so well, but we were also in a crazy drought last year. This is a moon and stars. Look at the leaves of this. Look how spotted they are. This is what the outside is gonna look like of the watermelon. It's gonna be a dark green with these yellow spots all over it, and it's supposed to have like a large yellow spot. It literally looks like a moon and stars. In past, I've only gotten stars, so I've only gotten new moons. Maybe this year will be a full moon. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, that's it. This is our watermelon tunnel. I hope that you continue to follow us along. Again, there are other videos out here, how we built this trellis and how we planted everything and how we got everything ready. So make sure to catch those, and also make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. See you guys. Bye.